I think now I can go back and
No,
actually
I figured out the
make it.
trick. It wasn't OBS's settings, it was the camera settings.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
know nothing about those.
Yeah, no, so when you go to your camera, right, on the sources in OBS, you can right click and there's filters, right? But there's also a properties button. And then when you click properties, it'll say camera properties. And then it pulls up the camera properties screen.
Oh.
Yep. And then you just play with the saturation a little bit and then perfect. Dude. And I downloaded an OBS plugin that I'm not really sure how to use, but it's for color correction. It's color correction monitor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Hey, what's up, Jordan? We got
What's up?
Shady
What's
J
up?
in the house.
Uh-oh. It's getting shady in here.
Dude, I'm like super excited. We got some big things going on.
We
And I'm
do?
on to something. Oh yeah.
Oh, I know what we got going on.
Yeah, and I even figured out motion effects. The extra pizzazz.
The extra something that does the things that we wanted
Yeah.
everybody to see.
I don't know if we want everyone to see it yet, but I figured it
But
out.
but we will. Eventually.
I think maybe tomorrow. I got all my boxes, height and widths written down. I feel like it's kind of just plug and play at this point. I got confused for a second though, because it was that 3 box container, the one large on the left and then the 2 mediums on the right. And I like lost my container properties on one of them. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And I think what I did was accidentally dragged one of the cubes into the other cube without noticing it, because it was just acting like all one big container. And I'm like, this is not what I wanted to do. It wasn't doing it before. I don't know what's going on.
Reset your audio engine.
Okay.
Because I think it's doing a thing.
Oh, you sound different now.
Ah, that's better. You were crackling just a little bit. I think I need to turn my brightness down. Or maybe my gain. I don't know. Now that you look good, it makes me look a little washed out. When you were all washed out, I looked good. Huh.
Dude, I appreciate that, Shady J. He shared us on his personal page and
Sweet.
podcast page.
Yeah, that looks way better. All right, let's see.
What's his name?
Secret sauce.
Something Johnson.
Magic Johnson?
No, the guy from the character that Steve what's his face plays in The Jerk, where it's the phone book killer scene where he like gets the phone book in Calvin Johnson or something like that. And he like opens the phone book and he's like looking and he finds his name. He was like, wow, this is the moment I've been waiting all life. or all my life because like his name finally made it to print, but even though it was just the phone book, and he was like, my time is now.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
can finally be somebody.
He hates the oil cans. Stay away from the oil cans.
No, he's gonna put a leak in you. Get away from the cans. Then he ducks behind the Coca-Cola machine. He's like, there's cans in there too. Dude, that's such an underrated movie. Like, there's so many people that have never watched that, and I'm just surprised. Yeah, it's got Steve Martin,
Steve
Jay.
Martin.
Yeah, it was like he was in his prime.
Shady never saw that.
Dude, it's a good movie. It's basically about he was found on the porch step of a black family. So he like lived his whole life thinking he was black. And he was just like, I gotta leave home. Like I gotta see the world. And so then he somehow ends up joining the carnival. And then he was like at this gas station, he worked to live in their bathroom, and he like did something with this guy's glasses. The guy ended up being like a huge millionaire and patented the idea, made millions, and it was like, dude, you're the one that invented these. Here is all the money, and it is crazy. Yeah, dude, The Jerk is like, if it's not my favorite movie, it's definitely in my top three. Dom, such a good movie. I used to watch it to bed like every night for like 2 years straight.
Wow, that's a lot. Huh.
Dude, it's up there. I think my top three is The Jerk, the first Space Jam. What's my third? Caddyshack. Dude, I try to get into Caddyshack. I want to get into Caddyshack. Dude, I get like bored halfway through and I just like never finish it. But I used to work I used to work for this tool and die company, but I was in the upstairs where like all the office people worked. I was a data admin, and all the like white collar suit and tie guys would like speak in Caddyshack references all day, every day. Like that was just their language was Caddyshack. These were like the type of people that would like go out and golf every other day. And I don't know. I could never figure out what the hell they were talking about. And so like I try to make it a point in my life to watch Caddyshack one day, and then maybe I would understand what the hell they were talking about. And I just, dude, I like every oh my god. I can picture his face. Why am I drawing blanks right now? Dude, Beverly Hills Ninja is really good, but oh, that's my third favorite movie. Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy was good.
Yeah, that's in my top three.
You're strange.
It's so funny how many people think Catch Me Outside Girl made David Spade famous because of her music video. It's like, do you kids not realize who David Spade is?
Yeah, he's been doing things for a long time. But I mean, he was pretty much always second in movies. I can't think of anything he really had the leading role in.
Joe Dirt.
Oh, well, okay. All right. So this is oh, go away. I'm trying to. Can you hear the audio?
No.
Oh,
My bad. I thought you're still playing with it. You got to start from the top. Oh, it disappeared again.
Oh, you could hear it?
Yeah, for a sec. Oh, there's shithead. I can't hear it still.
Oh, but you could hear it and then you couldn't?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, shit. I don't know.
Yes, our shop does integrate into ShipStation.
It
And
does.
ShipStation actually makes it real easy and seamless, especially when you first open it up. It'll ask you if you want to add like different add-ons or whatever. And like you just click the icon of whatever website you're using to e-commerce. And there's like I don't know what it's called. It's kind of like a stream key.
I think I'm making.
What's your selling platform, Corey? How does he invoice us?
I don't know. I get an email and it says pay invoice, so I click on it and pay it.
He says you. Uh, you make a fair point.
Why are you small now? Let's get you up here.
Thoughts on exterior windshield film?
I never liked it.
I feel like my thoughts are kind of evolving. They never stay the same because I feel like it's been a new technology, but like people are changing things so fast. And I hear like the scratch code on it is getting a lot better. But
Well, I mean, it's not a permanent fix. It's not like security film, until somebody hits it with a baseball bat kind of thing. It's more of a like it's going to protect against rocks and stuff, but your wipers are going to wear it down, and um, it's just it's not a forever thing. I don't know, and you're going to want to charge what you have to charge for it, so you're going to want to have the right clientele for it. Um, somebody with a brand new 2024 Malibu is not going to pay you, $200-300 to put some protective film on their windshield when they have a $50 deductible on auto glass. But somebody that's got a $150,000 car or more and wants to keep the glass original, they might spend the extra money every year to put a new protective coating to keep from having to change the windshield. So there's that. Let's design some badass windshield wipers out of channel blades. Um, I feel like windshield wipers are probably better than channel blades. In fact, we should design a handle so that we can connect to windshield wipers. That sounds way easier anyway. Unger wipers. Yeah.
Unger wipers. Shady.
I like
So
Traco wipers. Corey's wheels are turning. You ain't got enough printers right now, Corey. You can't stop and start making wiper blade holder handles. Although maybe you can. I don't know. Guess we could set a printer aside for a prototype.
I'm trying to do a thing. I'm gonna just show Shady. Like,
Why? You're not supposed to show anybody. Don't. Just don't.
okay.
It's a secret, Shady. You just got to wait and see. But I will give you a hint. Keep an eye on our website. Although we have to keep Alex focused because, I mean, it could be in the days to come, it could be in the weeks to come. And once he closes on his new house, fuck, all bets are off. I'm going to probably have to finish it. And you don't want me to do that because it probably won't be a pleasant surprise.
Well, at that point, like school's almost over, and I'm not taking summer classes. I'm just gonna wait until the fall.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, just moving into a new house, because I'm thinking there's going to be shit on your plate you didn't even know was available to be on your plate. You're thinking
Yeah,
about covering up one door and doing a little bit of siding, but you're going to get into that house and there's just going to be things you're going to want to do.
yeah, it's probably not even gonna happen until next year. That whole changing the kitchen floor plan thing, because I mean, realistically, so I got the Foxit thing on the side. I got stuff here from. I'm actually like trying to make it a point to like start designing here stuff at home in my off time, because I mean, I feel like some of my creative juices flow at night, and it's like, but I need to prepare my flash drive a little better or just get better at using drive. I don't know. And then plus we got baby coming. So there's that.
Any minute now.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
mean
not, but
it can be any minute with the whole preeclampsia thing. So I don't know. I feel like I gotta set realistic things in play. How do you
I
get
think
creative? You just like deprive yourself of sleep, then drink a shit ton of coffee, and then you like stare blank at the computer screen for about an hour and a half with some like jazzy music in the background, and then things usually like start coming.
guess that's one way to do it. I never really thought about that approach. Although I don't get creative, so there's that.
It happens when you stop trying. Hey, what's up, Billy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm with
see,
you, Shady. My creative juices flow when I'm in the middle of other shit. And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this. And then I don't ever remember it when I have a minute to do it.
you gotta get one of those micro cassette tape recorders again.
Some old school. Hey, remember when you get to work, do this. I even have, and we all have reminders or notepads and shit on our phones. And how many people actually use like voice memos and reminders and notepads and digital calendars and stuff to remind yourself of stuff? Am I the only one that doesn't? Because I do know that I tell everybody that says they forgot this or never can remember to that. I do always tell them about their digital stuff and I don't use it. I'm a hypocrite.
Same Jordan. He's like, I do
I
it and never
do.
look at it again.
That would be me. I have tried to tell my Android to remind me, at certain times of stuff. And I don't know if I just couldn't figure it out, but it would like put something in my notification, but it wouldn't make a sound or anything. So, like, I come to work and I usually set my phone down and I pick it back up at the end of the day. So it reminded me, and then I'll see the reminder after the day's over.
Or what about wireframing ideas pinned on a cork board with string and thumbtacks?
Yes, that would be way more effective.
I've actually considered it. That's why all my thumbtacks are on the side. But then I never did anything to it.
Because you forget it's there.
Well, and you gotta have string.
So all right, let's take a poll. Who's got iPhones? Who's got Androids? Let's hear it. Old school crime scene stuff. I
Yeah.
like it. Oh, I just got my first iPhone ever. I'm not sure if I like it yet, but I'm starting to get used to it. I've had it since, I don't know, last week sometime. Holy, iPhones are taking over the world. Hey, Billy, I got a Note 20. And fun fact, I love my Note 20 so much. It was all busted to shit though, but I loved it so much and I had protection on it. So before, well, actually, after I got the new phone, I didn't trade it in because I wanted to keep it. So I made a claim on it so that I'd get a new one. And they sent me a new one. And then I got my iPhone and I got it set up, and today I finally sent the old busted up note back. So I got a brand new Note 20 in the box at home just in case this iPhone thing doesn't work out for me. Cause I just don't know about that. But no, it's starting to get a little more intuitive. You know, everyone's like, "Oh, it's just like any cell phone." No, it's not. Apple and Android do things different. Although they do most of the same things. It's just I had a Note 4 and I've had notes ever since the Note 4. Before that, I had a Galaxy S3. And yeah, but I got the uh I got the iPhone because when we go wheeling, most of the people we go wheeling with have iPhones, and at the end of the day we'll go out to eat or something and they're all airdropping videos back and forth to each other, and I'm sitting over here with an Android, and I couldn't get a good resolution video to save my life because they're all too big to text, and email is just complicated, and you're still limited to 25 um gigs with an email, and or 25 megs. I don't know, whatever it is, it isn't enough for the videos that they take. And with AirDrop, they can have this ginormous video and be like, yeah, let me just AirDrop it to you. In 30 seconds, they have the whole video. It's like, what the fuck kind of voodoo is that? Oh, I got the 15 Max Pro, whatever. I don't know, the newest, latest, greatest. And then I have a fear of running out of storage space, so I got the 1 terabyte because Felix wheels. That is sweet. 92XJ, one of those guys with the skinny pedal. I get it. I will. And mine, I tell people what it is, and they're like, "What's that?" Because it's a Mahindra Roxor, and most people don't know what that is. So yeah, see if I got a picture in here somewhere. Oh yeah, we can open this one up. Yeah, this is mine. Mine's the one on the left. My wife's the one on the right. She's got a Gladiator, but that's a Mahindra Roxor. But it's got the same grill as hers, although I had to take a bar out because my shit's a little narrower, and it's got a like a I don't know 78 Jeep CJ windshield, and it's got a lot of Jeep parts on it. It's got a 93 Jeep roll cage. Well, at least the center hoop is Jeep. But yeah, that's what I wheel. And currently, and why does it keep doing that? Currently, I don't wheel because I got a leak in my clutch cylinder. So that's got to get fixed. And we had a hard winter. I took it out once and the clutch started leaking. And so I don't know if I can get caught back up for after winter stuff, then we'll go ahead and get that fixed. But for right now, it's not getting fixed. So that's just how that's going to go.
And
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like it. We built it pretty much from scratch. Not really. I bought the roller, the chassis, so but it didn't have a steering wheel or any pedals or seats. It didn't have a roll cage, it didn't have a windshield, it didn't have a front clip. It was just the main tub and a frame and the suspension. And I had a 93 YJ that I basically stripped everything that was usable out of it and meshed them together and made that beast. And I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Another question. Oh, we lost some viewers. I'm boring everybody. But, oh, and for those of you that don't have your tint racks yet, we do still have 2 in stock. We got more on the way at the end of the week. So, like, get in on those. Oh, and does everybody know about the I don't think I announced it because like I was gone for 2 weeks. The week before that, I was still waiting for them to come in or something. But the Gasket Pro Tool stuff, or did we talk about those? I don't even remember now. I feel like we didn't
no,
talk about them.
we might have not have talked about them. I think we might have mentioned it, but they weren't in yet because it came the day after.
Yeah, they were coming Wednesday, and then we were going to talk about them the following week, but then Charles and his wife had to go have their baby. And so off to the tint shop I went.
Yeah, those.
No, I did not weld everything myself. I don't have that kind of time available. And besides that, I don't know how to weld. I mean, I've watched some YouTube videos, so I mean, how hard can it be, right? But safety first, we'll let the professionals handle that. Because, we'll practice on something a little less structural and a little less important. And things that maybe you won't be able to see. Like I got a trailer and it's a big trailer and it kind of wobbles a little bit side to side. It's an enclosed trailer. And so if you park it just right, you can't open and shut the back door because it flexes. And my wife was following me and she said that you see it flexing going down the road. So I got to weld a couple supports in there. So one day I'll get to that. But last year when we got it, we painted all the walls and replaced the ceiling. So like part of the ceiling has to come back to put the supports in, come back out. And well, Alex remembers that ceiling was not a good time. And I'm kind of dreading the idea of having to take any of it back out to weld, but I mean, that's what's going to have to happen. But you won't see those welds, so I'll just make sure they penetrate good and they're they're thick, and I'll practice. And um, my open trailer needs a new deck. It's a steel deck, and so I'll probably do a lot of practicing on that. But again, the dreaded part about cutting the old deck off, nobody wants to do that. But I figure by the time I get the deck replaced on the old trailer, um, I should be pretty good at welding because that's a lot of welding. Or I won't be pretty good at it, and I'll know that I probably won't be a welder.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Well, I'll be fine enough. I mean, I'm not planning any kind of career changes, so there is that. Oh, and did you guys see Disco Dean's video on the tent rack? Cause or the rack? Cause he got some custom colors. His arms are pink. Cause he's Stinky Pinky. I don't know if you ever watched what the hell's that show? The fast race car people show. I don't even remember. Haven't
NASCAR.
watched it in a minute. No, no, no. The street racing people. Um,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. There's that Asian dude.
yep, yep.
They,
Farm
they
truck, Asian, Murder Nova. The fuck's the name of that? I
oh,
don't.
something outlaws.
Street Outlaws. Street racing. Street Outlaws. Yeah. Brain ain't working so good anymore. I don't know. Mary tells me I'm gonna have dementia. I told her, well, that'll be fun for me. It's gonna suck for you. She's like, it ain't gonna be fun for you. I'm like, how do you know it ain't gonna be fun for me? I won't remember if I had a bad day. So I don't know. Hopefully, I don't have dementia because it would suck for the people around me. I still think if I have dementia, I'm just gonna make the best of it. I don't need to remember shit.
I'm supposed to get it.
Well, you're supposed to help me when I forget shit now. And I ask you, like, what do you call that? Like responsive. Earlier today, we're talking about when you build a web page, you got to make sure that it'll fit in the mobile phone and everything falls into place right. And I'm like, there's a word for it. What's it called? And I had to ask, and I point blank asked Google, what is it called when a website goes from desktop to mobile and it fits? And Google's like, it's responsive. I'm like, responsive. Simple little things I'm supposed to remember, but I didn't.
Look, I did these things before cell phones could go on internet, so
Yeah.
I don't know none of this new technology.
I was going to be a computer engineer and a software developer, but that was back when we were in school. We were learning, basic plus,
Yeah,
and I guess that's not really a thing anymore. We played things like Oregon Trail that was, dashes, dots, numbers.
I think C++ is still a thing. So is Python.
Yep, don't know anything about that's all after my time.
C++ took it was like what replaced I think BASIC in the early 90s.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what else is an old one? Ruby on Rails.
Keep in mind my graduating class is 89. So
Yeah.
once I decided I was not doing school anymore and I'm going to go live my life, that whole computer thing went out the window. So I paid no attention. But in computer class we had to write a program. We had to make I guess we'd call it an app today. It was a program then. And it all fit on a 3.5-inch floppy disk. Actually, no, we had 5.25-inch floppy disks then. That was when the floppy disk was actually floppy. for all you younger generation that remember the floppy disk and never understood why they called it a floppy disk when it was a hard plastic case. That was our fault. We just never called it a hard disk.
Dude, so like I watched the thing a couple weeks ago. You know how I was like trying to like tell you about the petri dish brains?
Yeah.
So they've been trying to integrate AI technology into it, and they have got it to the point where it can beat like AI at Pong because it has like a better learning curve because it's utilizing an actual brain.
No
And
shit.
yeah, there was a hobbyist that like a basement hobbyist that figured out how to grow one too by following their things, and he taught it his how to play Doom.
Dude, so I mean, I don't think it'll ever get passed to be released, but could you imagine being able to take people with Alzheimer's or dementia and like you
Put
could
them in a
repair
computer.
parts, well, repair parts of their brain and everything and like,
Well, so that's what they're learning that they can do, and they've done this by like fixing blindness in a rat, and they don't know why it works, but if you take a chunk of this dish brain and like obviously you can't grow a full-size brain, but if you take parts of it and put it into a cut out part, it like heals back together, and somehow the rest of the brain knows what this part of the brain is needs to do. So it like relearns it or it like teaches it. It's like weird.
huh.
Yeah, so they've cured the blindness out of the rat by like adding it. I don't know. Just
That's insane.
yeah, it's pretty weird.
It is. So what's new? Well,
Um,
I'm back from the tint shop. That's new. I didn't get as many videos and footage as I wanted to because they kept me like really busy. You know, it turns out if you stop tinting for a couple of years, you're not as quick when you get back to it as you were when you left it. Um, I would say my second week, I pretty much had my quickness back. I did a Malibu in about, I don't know, 50, 55 minutes. So that was all right. Um, I mean, 35, 40 minutes for Silverado. So, I mean, I think had my speed back. I don't think I was ever really any faster than that. I mean, when me and Alex tag team, we were doing completes in 35, 40 minutes, but you know, Alex had been prepping with me for so long. He was just on fucking point. You know, he just knew what to do. He knew what order I was going to do, so he knew where to start to stay out of my way, and we just handled it. You know, I'd start cutting patterns on the passenger side. So he'd start prepping on the driver's side, and I'd have my patterns cut and swap the driver's side from the passenger to the driver, and I'd go and start laying patterns on the driver's side. And you know, by the time I got done shrinking the back window, he was had all the door panels clean and everything, and I was laying the back window, and boom, done. 35, 40 minutes completes. And don't forget, I always had to smoke in between the doors and the back window because that's just, you know, so 35, 40 minutes with a cigarette break. Sometimes I'd even let Alex take a break with me because he got pretty efficient. Now they got a new prep guy over at the tint shop. And I mean, so he worked 4 half days before I went over there. And although he's not the fastest in the world, but I mean he's basically got 16 hours under his belt of prepping cars, and that isn't 16 solid hours because they were pretty slow before I went over there. I went over there and like all of a sudden something happened, and we're having $2,000 days and shit, and it's like, what the fuck? I mean, Charles, you could have left 2 weeks earlier and you could have this. But anyways, he was not as fast as Alex, but then again, Alex was my guy for the longest time, and I'm sure Alex wasn't that fast in the beginning. But I went over there and I'm like, I don't know what you can do, and I'm not like here to babysit you, so I'm going to let you know if you make me redo a window, so I hope they're clean. And out of everything, I had to redo two windows that he missed something. What's funny is one of the windows was a windshield, and it was on the first Tool Talk Tuesday while I was there. And we get it up there, and there's some fucking sticker glue and shit still on the windshield. And I'm like, dude. And then I remembered, oh, normally we don't let the new guys prep the windshields, but whatever. So he got to learn that the hard way. And we did windshields every day, sometimes 3, 4 windshields in a day. And never had to redo another one. He always did real good, but he was always really nervous. You want to check over that windshield? I'm like, nope. I'll let you know if you fucked up. But he did really good. He actually, there was one, I'm like, nope, but I'll let you know. And I'm over there and I start peeling the pattern, and he's like, oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. I see something. And he re-cleaned the window. So like he caught that he missed something.
Right on time too.
Oh my
That's
God.
cool.
Yeah. And there was one door that I carried the pattern over to the door, and before I placed it, there was shit on the window, so I had to hold the pattern with one arm and scrape and spray and wipe and squeegee and rinse, all while holding a pattern out to my side.
Do that
So
with a
that,
spray bottle.
yeah, right.
I don't need a tint keg. Well, if you ever have to hold it out like you're a fancy waiter, like how you gonna how you gonna
Yeah.
get the floor wet?
Yep. So
Good
I don't know.
time.
All in all, it was good. I didn't keep track of the numbers, but we did well. We stayed busy. There was a couple of days where like the mornings fell apart, and those are the worst. I mean, tell me they ain't the worst. You go to work and you know your schedule, and you got jobs starting in the morning and going all day, and your first two jobs of the day don't show up, and you just got to sit around and fucking wait. And then everyone's scrambling to try to pull a job in. You finally pull a job in like 15 minutes before the first job that actually does show up. So then you play the rest of the game trying to catch up because now you got this extra job stacked on all these cars that do show up. So we had a Wednesday that was like that. So it was a real respectable day. I mean, obviously we still missed out on one job that didn't show. I mean, two jobs didn't show, but we added one, but it was stacked on top of all the others. And so it was like playing catch up all day. But it's hard to really get going once you've sat around for like 3 hours twiddling your thumbs. Like,
I don't know. It takes me longer tinting the car or finding a playlist to tint the car to.
yeah, I got a playlist that I've been curating since Pitch Perfect came out, whenever that
Oh, you
was.
still use that one to tint to?
Yeah, because I mean, so after Pitch Perfect came out, I downloaded that, and mostly it was for Adrian, but they'd play other songs, and I just kept thumbs up and thumbs down and shit that I didn't like. And so over the years, Pandora like has my number. The only problem with it is there's so many thumbs up songs on that playlist that I don't get a lot of new stuff anymore. So I'm like falling way back in the music era. I don't know any new stuff now. Every now and again I'll hear a new song and I'm like, oh, I like that. Oh yeah, that's been out for a while. And it's like, okay. Shit, my watch says goal achieved. I didn't know it kept track of me talking. That's, that's exciting. God, my watch has got so many. Whoops. Oh well, whatever.
Lost
We'll
your
get back to it
Facebook
later.
feed. What does that mean?
Oh, that means that Facebook crashed. Let's see. What does
Oh,
this say?
is that how we lost all our people?
I bet it is. It says it's connected, but there's 0 people watching on it, so I assume that it's not. Now I have to look. Uh-oh, someone's coming in hot. Stopping fast, pulling up, stopping. Who is this that doesn't know where the backing up fast? Gonna park way out there. I don't know who it is,
What kind of car is
but
it?
it's a little one. Oh, now he's pulling back up to the building. Who are you? Is that a little BMW? I think it's a little BMW. I don't know who it is, but he's here now. You'll know who it is.
Maybe. Hey, what's up?
Oh, it says it's going now, and it says I'm watching it.
I don't know. Like I'm like watching it and it's just like lagged. What's his name? Kling's design. His like oh well he's on okay. He's YouTube, so of course I won't see it.
Yeah. Now it says 2 people are. Oh, that's probably me and you.
Right in here. Well
Well,
dang,
what's
Kling's is our only viewer then. That's kinda sad.
rude?
Get it together, Facebook.
Maybe the YouTube stream crashed too. I don't even know anymore. I'm gonna
Oh.
look and see.
Oh, we got 4 now. Maybe it's working again. Maybe people are starting to trickle back in.
Maybe.
It says to
It says
Facebook, YouTube.
says two's watching on, so we got 2 and 2 right now.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry, everybody. I mean, the good news is we're coming close to the end, but I wonder what the hell. And the YouTube one isn't lagging near as much.
how do we get more Helios people to come on here?
How do we?
Yeah, like to just watch the things.
We can.
I mean,
We
yeah,
don't even
on there.
promote our Helios page, but I was going to say we could probably share it to the.
No,
Oh,
I'm saying like Helios users to like watch Tool Talk.
oh. What if we got the people that are watching to just use Helios and then they'd understand? I mean, I don't have all the popular people working for me. I mean, Alex is pretty popular.
Sometimes.
People like you. I like you. Ayana likes you. All
Oh,
the customers like you. But I don't know. Then there was 3. Yep, we lost everybody. I don't know what happened. They're like, these guys ain't even talking about tint. Oh, wait, we were talking about tint. That's what happened. They didn't want to hear about tint. Or better yet, maybe they're busy and they
they
got to
just want
go.
a comedy podcast. Is that what we need to turn into?
Yeah.
Talk about old comedy movies and make fun of people and just like sit back and chill.
When it gets summer, maybe we should do tool talk out in the parking lot, and we'll just tint random cars. We'll flag people down off the street and tell them to come in for a free set of doors or something, and we'll just tint them in the
Yeah, the
parking
people
lot.
getting their cars washed. Hey, you want a free
Yeah.
tint job? Come over here. Shit, stay there. We'll come to you. They're over there vacuuming while we're tinting the other half of the car.
Oh yeah, I forgot the car wash is right there. I don't even look at the car wash anymore with the trailer parked there.
It's like it's not even there anymore.
Right. And the owner of the car wash came over and asked me if my trailer is always going to be parked there. And I thought he was going to yell at me. And I'm like, kinda. It's just the easiest place for me to park it. He's like, oh, I was just wondering if you'd mind if I put a big banner on the other side of it. I'm like, on the trailer. He's like, no, I'd put a couple posts in the ground and just hang a banner between the posts so my customers could see it when they pull in, like with pricing and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. And that was like the end of last summer, and that was before our Utah trip, and still no banner.
Slackers.
But he got permission. All right, so we're back down to two. I don't think I'm one of them. No, I'm not one of them.
I'm not one either. I got so much to do.
Why?
I gotta because they wanted my grandma's bank statement because she gave me the cash gift. And they just want to like prove transactions or whatever. So I got her the bank statement. Now they're telling me, oh, the bank statement needs to be stamped by the bank, and I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing. So now I gotta like try to like get my grandma to go back to the bank and get it stamped. She doesn't like speak good English, and like she gets she gets under pressure like really easily. Like she just goes into panic mode. And I don't understand why. She gets like anxiety attacks when it comes to like stuff like this. And so I got to find a time to like go with her, which is like I don't know.
It'll
Uh,
be fine, Alex.
it was so dumb. And they want me to write a letter explaining why I was late on target because apparently the thing didn't stay in dispute for that long. And then and then they were like, what's this Althea mushrooms? We need all the taxes you've ever filed for that, which is like something I haven't touched in like 3, maybe 4 years. That's wild. Uh, and then I gotta hope that they didn't find my diamond cut stuff because I filed it as a loss, which apparently makes my income ratio go down.
Well, duh.
I don't know how that works, but
Well, because you're a business owner, and if you're showing a loss, that's a loss of income, which has to come off of your income. Because how else did you pay for that loss? Math, Alex, it's math.
so
Well,
stupid.
anyways, I think our stream went to shit. I don't know. Nobody's telling us whether we have, post a YouTube link on your business page. Well, actually, it's about time to wrap this thing up this week. I'm gonna look at the analytics and figure out if something did go wrong because it shouldn't. Like we got like mega internet here, and we're all hardwired. We're not running Wi-Fi, so I don't know. Maybe Restream's having a little bit of a hiccup. But yeah, we did drop all the viewers like all of a sudden. Strange. But meanwhile, guys, I think that we should probably get on out of here. Let y'all get on to the rest of your days, or wrap up your days, or enjoy your free time if you got nothing going on. And we are going to do the same thing. We got a customer in house shopping right now, so we're going to get him all taken care of and out of here, and then we're going to go home for the night. So Until
Later.
next